Hello and welcome to today's video. This video will be kind of like a collective tarot reading / conversation with spirit. I have been having this feeling to do this video for a few days now, and so here I am. We'll just see where it goes. This is supposed to be kind of like a rendition of like pick a card tarot readings where you're drawn to the message. So if you were drawn to click on this video, it probably has a message for you. I'll just be using the tarot to kind of guide me in the right direction to what messages need to be shared. So with that being said, also, before I start, since it is a collective reading, you might want to tune in, meditate, take a few deep breaths, and sit with yourself. Ask your guides to connect you to your higher self, so that you can be more open to the message or see how it pertains to you personally. So with that being said, maybe let's get a recap of like the last week of the High Priestess and Seven of Cups. So this has been a good week. We're in a good place. Astrologically, we're in a good place, hopefully for most of us. Death in reverse and Two of Swords. So it's been a good week in like we got a lot done and maybe learned a lot this week. Kind of good week. Okay, so progress. So right now, I feel like we're feeling like, oh, this is the weekend. I want to lay down. I want to relax. It seems like some decisions were made, and since they were so recently made, you're trying to come down off of this high of just up in the airness. If you're not feeling relaxed currently, maybe you could take some time in the next day or two to really recognize the decisions that you've made, the things that you've been through this week, and the progress that you've made. Recognition, self-recognition is really important for growth, because it's kind of like a pat on the back. Let's continue with what we can use for self-care right now. A direction for our self-care. What would really help us heal at the moment. We've got Five of Wands. So yeah. Nine of Swords and Strength. So once again, I'm being told to really recognize the progress of, like, we deserve to kind of brag about ourselves for a little bit, for a second real quick, because the progress that we've made is extraordinary and takes a lot of guts. Making these hard decisions so that we can see the other side of it, so that we can understand growth and better ourselves and better our community, better our world. So yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, I misspoke earlier. It's a Two of Wands, not a Five. But it's still telling me that this card is showing me that you just have to sit back and look at everything that's going on around you. You've been feeling like there's so many things to do on the checklist. There's so many things to cross off, that your attention is always needed. What was the last point of self-recognition? The space that you held for yourself to say, good job, thank you for pushing me through this so that we can be on this next level. Okay, in this next week, what's something that we can look forward to? This next week, what's something we're looking forward to in this coming week? Queen of Pentacles. So I think that we're coming to a new understanding of what we've gained. We're realizing that our abundance doesn't always have to mean monetary gain, that our abundance is surrounding us in more ways than one, and more ways than what we manifest for originally. So we're getting so good at making progress, at taking baby steps, that our baby steps are turning into muscle memory, are turning into They're turning into routines. They're turning into automatic processes that are becoming easier for us. So our abundance can look like eased mind, easier meditation, feeling more connected to spirit, or more in tune, using more intuition. That can also show as abundance. You are surrounded by good enough energy to where you can make this progress. It may seem hard, but if you're in a place where you feel like you can move forward and you're not stuck or being held back, that is a sign of good energy. Even if it's hard, even if you're making these real tough decisions, even if you're seeing some signs of the death card in your life, it's all for a good reason. It's happening for you, not to you. I keep hearing that this week. This is crazy. Hold on, look. So I know that candle looks like a fire hazard, and technically it is, but that is my candle that I use to connect with my higher self. And this week it has been on fire, like literally up in flames, crazy, bursting. The glass has been bursting. Like, it's a danger, but it's so cool to see such an interaction with a candle like this, with something that's representing things that I can't necessarily see, but I can feel, aka connection with my higher self or spiritual progress. So to feel like my soul is represented by, or my higher self is represented by this candle, shows me that I'm on fire. Like, I am literally moving like a flame, like just burning at the chance to increase and rise and gain more power and breathe in more knowledge. It's abundance. I have an abundance of flame. Much as I am afraid, I am encouraged by the people that I see every day in this world who are also making progress to become better and help everyone else get there. So the next thing I kind of want to move into is shadow work. If we're doing so good with progress, why don't we take another step further and see if we can get specific with our progress? So, as a point of progress, as a point of spiritual growth, what kind of shadow work can we use? Can we use as inspiration for our shadow work this next week? So this is our shadow work prompt for the week. If any of those symbols, colors, or images spark something in you, take note and use it for your prompt. So this next week, I think we can focus on the situations that we're put in. What are we comparing when we make our decisions? What are we putting on one side of the scale compared to the other? So when I make a decision, am I sacrificing myself for the other outcome of this decision? And can these decisions bring us to new beginnings? Can they start a new pattern in our life? So it's kind of like a know better, do better situation, as in we're being made aware of these new ideas and new processes that can add to our spirituality and even just quality of life. But are we still falling into automatic reactions? So, like, road rage is a really easy example of automatic reactions. I'm easily angered by idiot drivers. That is a part of shadow work for me because I see it come up in other smaller or different ways when other people make me angry. I am very quick to be angered as well, or just meet things with anger instead of compassion, instead of understanding. So when I balance this decision out of can I use this information to think of things in a new light? So next time I'm cut off, can I think about what might be happening here? Did he mean it? Did the guy mean to cut me off and ruin my day? Or is he probably in a rush for an emergency? There's a balance here, and if you're too quick to fall to one side, you're going to be stuck there where everything that goes with that side is going to hit you. It's no longer a choice. You're stuck on one side of the scale because you're not even thinking about the other side. Abandon self-knowledge to welcome a higher knowledge. Yes. So whatever we think we know, like I think I know that this guy is really just trying to piss me off. It's personal. I think I know that, but I have to abandon the ideology that everything revolves around me. I'm back. Okay, so we were talking about abandoning self-knowledge to welcome a higher knowledge. So, that tells me in all of these decisions and all of this progress that you're making and all of these new ideologies, you're being led, you're being guided. This is a manifestation of your connection to Source, to your guides, to your angels, to whoever it is that you have faith in, that's on your spiritual team, to your higher self. Surrendering. So that was another big theme lately, has been surrendering. I just heard a quote: when you think you've surrendered, surrender more. You now go into the situations where your spirituality is furthest from you and intentionally and consciously draw it in and use it and allow yourself to be led out of that situation for your highest purpose, for this balance, for justice, for these new beginnings. Let me look up King of Swords. I know he's like Odin or something. Yeah, Odin, the god of wisdom. So again, higher knowledge. Your guides are sitting here trying to guide you, but you're allowing your programmed mindset to take away from their messages. So you're focused on these small brains, not to be an insult, but just brainwashed values or responsibilities, and you're starting to, have some interest in the other side. But you've got to recognize what is weighing you too heavily to one side, where you're not progressing or you're not feeling in tune. Whatever you feel like you're lacking, even if you feel like you're lacking this abundance that we're talking about, are you seeing abundance in the wrong definition? Like I said earlier, are you looking at abundance with wisdom? Or are you looking at it from a self-serving point of view? By the way, I am using Tarot Apocalypsis. I only have the book with me, but Tarot Apocalypsis, that's the deck that I'm using. And I just got this new deck by Akal Pratam. I don't know if that's the right way to say it, I'm sorry. It's called Let Go, and there are a bunch of little messages. First of all, really cute box, but they're a bunch of little messages, and they each have a painting. Absolutely beautiful. I will link the deck below. Anything just to take with us this week. This beautiful one. Okay, and the message says, stand in a garden and be thought-free just for a moment. So, connect with nature in any way that you can. Mother Nature is calling to you. Mother Source, Goddess, Great Mother is calling to you. This is the second one. This looks really nice. Forget what has already been and wake up tomorrow to a paradise of your own creation. Ooh. That's a really good one. This is the insight. Yeah. So again, we're making decisions. What are you creating your reality, or are you assuming it? Are you just existing in it? And then this is the last one. And the back says, you are supported and will have helpers whenever you need them. Let them come. What did I just say? Your guides are here. They are giving you all of this information, all of this expansion. They're having to spoon feed it to you right now because you're not quite seeing who it's coming from and what the purpose really is. You've got to expand your mind a little bit and kind of get a little existential with it. Don't, that's kind of a warning, like, only do what you can handle at the moment. Go in order of what your path leads you to do. But try just to see things from new perspectives. Try to expand your mind a little bit. Ask a friend what they think, or meditate on the idea of what the world would look like if it was different. If you had all the money in the world, if you could do everything and money didn't matter. There are so many different scenarios and perspectives that you can consider that can manipulate your reality in the way of how you just see things, how you live your life, how you perceive things on a daily basis, which in turn improves your mindset. This is the third deck, Isis Oracle, also one of my favorites. I'll link it below. The first one is the Serpent of Fire. Do not assess your current ability based on past standards, as they no longer apply to you. You are stronger and more powerful now than you have been before. You need to learn afresh what you are capable of, and Isis helps you now. So, again, you're being guided by Spirit. You're being pushed to excel, to ascend. You're being pushed to see. This is like your test to see if you can make it to the next level, and there's no pressure. If you're aware of anything like this, you're probably ascending, but you have to also be sort of conscious in this ascension and push yourself to see what you can handle, what you're capable of. Can you let go of certain mentalities in order to expand? So are there previous mindsets that keep you afraid of expanding, afraid of seeing past your fears? Okay, so we'll keep that one. And then this one is the Dark Healing Chamber. The most challenging task is to take courage in both hands and journey within to meet your own dark self and begin the healing task of bringing love, acceptance, and light to it. The sacred purpose of any enemy, within or without, is to push us to venture inwards to seek and heal the darkness within. So your shadow work is coming in, is telling you, we need you to recognize the part that you've played in all of this. What is holding you back? What is weighing on your heart? What changes can you make to your person, your personality, your routine, whatever it is that can change the way you live your life, can open you up to the guidance that is trying to push you into this ascension. So it's just telling me accountability of emotions, of reactions, of what our dreams and true desires are. Are they on outside values or inner values? What are they resting on? Okay, abundance of Sothis. Abundance in many forms is increasing in flow to you. Continue your good work of building channels through which abundance can be delivered to you. Freely share your talents, love, wisdom, and self, and enjoy the abundance responsively, flowing to you in many forms over and over again. So, again, what does abundance mean to you? That we can add this into our pile of shadow work prompts. What does abundance mean to you? And why? Why do you think that is the idea of abundance? And if you got those things, would you truly feel abundant in life, or would you continue to look to more, feeling like you need more? I want to make the differentiation of like winning the lottery and getting everything you want at one time, and also having a connection for life. So this connection with spirit and guides, if you can build that connection, that's bigger than any lottery, because you're on this new level with yourself, and you never feel alone. Like, you just expand in so many ways when you feel like you are connected to others on a spiritual level. You're abundant no matter what your life looks like. You're abundant, and you're not stuck in the victim or poor mindset. I hate spending money recently, and I hate having debt, because every day it feels like an unnecessary responsibility that takes up way too much area in my thought process. I want to be sitting in the fields eating grapes, you know, that whole entire lifestyle. I want to live off the land. And there are ethical ways to get to my dreams without being a millionaire. I don't have to make $1 million or have millions of subscribers to feel abundant, to feel worthy. My abundance comes from me and what surrounds me. I feel like I have everything that I would ever want right at the tip of my fingers. And what I don't have, I know is coming to me at the right time. Like, I want a farm. I can look forward to that every single day. But that's not going to change the fact that I have to live here for a while. I don't want to try and make time go faster. I want to enjoy in the moment. So are you being abundant in the moment, or are you waiting for your abundance and creating a cycle of only looking forward to the next fix? I hope that this resonates with somebody. Yeah, this is really cool. I think I'm going to do this again. Also, I'll link all of the decks below. If you have any questions or want clarifications or want to continue the conversation, want more questions next week, let me know in the comments. And yeah, that's it. Have a wonderful week. Bye.